starting the recording. Let me share screen here. Okay, so my name is Kesh0017. I'm a doctor, and I work in preventative healthcare, and I'm an ambassador in Zinzino. So, and my goal today is to share with you my knowledge and my experience about Zinzino, because I'm working with Zinzino for 10 years already. And last year, I reached with my team, the whole team, we reached close to 17 million euros turnover in a year. So it's quite a big business and very exciting business. And I'm happy to share this information because I believe this is one of the best offers in the market at the moment on the whole planet. And I will prove that with this presentation. So the problem that we are solving. So any business on the market should solve some kind of a problem. Otherwise, there is going to be no business. So the problem is this: most of the people, they want to feel good, stay fit, feel healthy, but they're not. Health-related problems are increasing in the world, right? So this is a big problem, and well, it's not solved, but we already know how to solve it. So the first thing to solve such an issue, there is a long list of things that people should do, right, to fix the situation. The most important, though, is not the list, is what's the first thing we have to do. Because if we work with customers and we start fixing number 10 without fixing first 9, the results might not be very inspiring, right? And then we would lose those customers, and then it's very difficult to build the business and to create the value. So the most important thing in this is to find out, so what's the one most important thing in the whole picture? And we found it, and it's measurable. So a very good thing is that you can measure it from a blood. So we do it in an independent laboratory, which is also exciting because nobody would like us to do it in our own laboratory. So maybe we can, change the ratios or the reports if it's ours. But if it's independent laboratory, we are measuring substances in your cells. So, and there are substances that are increasing inflammatory response of your body. And there are substances that are decreasing inflammatory response. And there are substances that, if they're not balanced, they change the fluidity of cell membrane. So the micronutrients would cross the cell membrane in a bit different manner, and the process might be impaired, and the cells might be always in hunger, as we say, and they might be intoxicated by the metabolites inside the cell. So it's very important that not only that we are consisting of all the ingredients that we need, but those ingredients inside the body should be in good balance, right? So this is what we measure. So we have done so far close to 600,000 blood tests. And many scientists on the planet believe that omega-6 to omega-3 ratio in the cells. So there are fatty acids is what constructs the cell walls, right? The main constructive material is fatty acids. And one group of fatty acids is omega-6. And if you check on Wikipedia or on any scientific journal or encyclopedia, you would find that omega-6s increase inflammation, increase pain, and a normal ratio omega-6 is fine, but having too much of it would be a trouble. Now, omega-3s, if you check in any scientific source, you would find that omega-3s decrease inflammation. So those two, every scientist, there are no argument that it should be 3-to-1 or lower ratio between the two. So 3-to-1 is good, and lower than 1-to-1 is too low. Higher than 3-to-1 is too high. So now here are the organs and systems that are going to be impaired, influenced by that: is brain function, hair quality, heart function, skin, inner organs, immune system, joints, and basically everything. So I should probably read every single organ and tissue. Now, it would be very important to balance those ratios for everyone, including those who are not yet born, and even those who are our senior citizens, right? So it's important for everyone. Now, European Union in European Union regulations, you can find many health claims that are related to this. So it's brain function again, heart function, and immune system are the most important ones that are uh, uh, most of the um, like European Union and World Health Organization, they talk mostly about those three, but it's not the full picture, because the full picture is that it influences blood pressure and bone structure and teeth and development of eyes and of the fetus and of brain of the fetus. So it's many more than just those three. But even if there were just those three, I would be willing to have those normal and not decreased function of my heart, brain, and immune system, especially these days, right? So the tests showed that most of the people are way outside the balance. Actually, if you check the whole population of the planet, of all those 600,000 tests, you would find that 97 to 99 scored badly with the tests, right? So what can we do to fix the problem? Is there a way to fix it, right? It's very important, because if there is no way, well, then we would probably be willing not to know. But if there is a way, then this is the first thing we want to know. What's our score and how to fix it? So, hey, what is that? Okay, let me restart the presentation here. Good. So there are many supplements. Now I'm returning us back to business, right? So we already talked about the big problem with health. We talked about that it's measurable. We can measure it in a laboratory, in an independent laboratory. That it would influence all the cells in the body. It would be important for every age group. So now, and most of the people scored badly. Why is it so? Because many people are using omega-3 supplements, right? So they should be normal, but they were not. And the problem is with omega-3 supplements that they are badly designed. And it's like 500 million doses per day on the planet. And what's the problem with that? That their antioxidants are not strong enough to protect omega-3 inside the body. So this omega-3 is oxidized inside the bodies of those who are taking those supplements. And that's not good. That might even end up as intoxication. So, and the doses they give are very low. 750 milligrams is like maybe 30, 40 years ago would be a good dose, maybe, but not today. So what is the right combination of ingredients that would work? So this is a schematic, right, visualization of that. Is very big doses, high doses, very strong antioxidants and different ones. It's polyphenols, especially hydroxytyrosol, and all tocopherols are also there. But if you look at this big green, how do you call this? The big green, what is it?
Like a bar or a
Bar. Yeah, okay, let's call it a bar. So big green bar and shows that those antioxidants are strong and there's more of them, right? And big red bar shows that the doses of omega-3 is 3,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA per day or more. I'm taking 6,000 plus every day for the last many years, for at least 8 years. And I feel younger by that. So I did not get older, well, maybe wiser a bit, but 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 basically I got younger on my skin and in how the body feels, how I after physical exertion, my recovery is faster. So many things change in my body. I feel younger. I need less medication. I actually zero medication right now. I needed in the past some medication because I had some pains and I was a professional sport guy in the past. So I needed some things to be fixed in my body. I don't need them anymore. So basically that was my natural ingredients in the body unbalanced that led to my pains and my issues with health. Not I did not need the chemistry. I just needed my ingredients to be balanced back, right? That's a natural way. So this is the reason why balance oil works, and that's what we produce. So to be a business that produces something that really works when everybody else on the planet are producing something that barely has any effect, that is something amazing to have as a business, right? So this is a very big competitive advantage. So now some people would say maybe it's very expensive if the ingredients are so high, right? And that's not the case. If you look at the prices, so the first four products here listed are Zinzino Balance Oil, Aquex, and so on. So let's take the first, Zinzino Balance Oil. If you compare the price per milligrams of omega-3, you will see a totally different picture than what you see if you look at the shelf. Because when people look at the shelf, they see how much a package of omega-3 costs, but they have no clue what the doses means, right? So they don't know that they need 3,000 or more to balance them back, uh, to return them back to normal omega-3 ratios. So if you calculate every supplement and what would it cost if you took 3,000 milligrams per day, you see that Zinzino Balance Oil is probably the cheapest one on the market and has the best design, the best ingredients. And so even if someone doesn't want to take 3,000 milligrams, even if they want to take only 1,000, that would be cheaper to buy balance oil and take 1,000, right? So this is also a competitive advantage against the rest of the omega-3 producers. So it's more effective and cheaper. So what would you choose? That's quite an easy choice, right? So this is first generation balanced oil. It has polyphenols and high content of omega-3, vitamin D3 that most of the people are deficient, vitamin E also dosed by weight. So we can, if the weight is lower, we reduce the dose. If the weight of the person is higher, we increase the dose. And the end result, the end doses of a person is calculated with the test. So if your test is already green, means your dose is sufficient, is enough. But if it's still not, like if it's still 70% or 80, So we have to increase on the dose. That's how I ended up with 6,000 milligrams, because my test wouldn't go up until up to the green zone. So I would increase and increase and increase the dose until I got my green test. And then all the effects appear on the body. So this is now second generation is dissolved in water. It is soluble in water. So you can pour it into water, mix it with cold juice or water, and it would become a lemonade. And many people, they don't want to drink fish fat because they think it's not very tasty and maybe the texture is not very nice for some people. I don't care about that. I drink it when I travel, I drink it from a bottle. But when I'm at home, I drink it from a dosage cup so I can dose it more correctly. Now with Aquax, you can drink it in just a glass of orange juice, and you wouldn't even realize that you took omega-3. So it's good with kids and with those who are not willing to take the fats. And also, it increases the probability that you would absorb the omega-3, because there are some percent of people, 10%, maybe 15, who are absorbing fats not the best possible way. So they lose part of the product because they don't absorbing it. But with this product, they are absorbing. So now the third is vegan. Many people now become vegan or vegetarian. So this one is produced from algae. So no one was harmed, no animal, it's just algae. So this is a very good and probably is the future. Now the fourth generation is soft gels. We sell many of those in the United States. They like soft gels, so they are fond of those. So, and we, as you can see, there are many certificates, friend of the sea and keto friendly and natural and so on, right? So let's move on. With those products, we return people back to normal ratios, good balance between omega-6 and omega-3, normal omega-3 levels in the cells. This is amazing. The health of those people is transformed. And actually, talking about India, that might be also interesting to you. Most of the people would be really very deficient in omega-3 because there's not that it's not that easy to get good fish somewhere in India, right? Good quality fish, right? Where there
Well, I
depends.
mean, not exactly, but most of Indians are vegetarian. We don't even like. I personally never take fish. I've never eaten fish so far.
Okay,
I'm not vegetarian, but I just don't like fish.
so in that case, this vegetarian balanced oil is vegan balanced oil is the
It's a
best.
good, yeah, yeah,
It's a good
very good
choice.
thing.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
Mm-hmm.
So we can work in India, but all over the planet, in UK, in
Yeah, yeah.
anywhere. Okay, so just to for you to be aware that this is not the only thing that you need to become healthy. So you need more of the solutions, and we produce all of them. So our goal is to return people back to 100% health. So we produce more. We produce fiber, prebiotic fiber, which is very important for the gut health. We produce, as my friend says, vegetable pills. And I like that name. It's called Extend. That's micronutrients and vitamins and minerals. But four capsules equals 9.5 kilograms of fresh vegetables. Can you imagine? It's just without water, without protein, without all the stuff that is not micronutrients. So, but if I take 4 capsules of Extend every day, it equals as if I ate 9.5 kilograms of vegetables, very fresh and without any pollutants because it's clean. So I prefer that instead of eating 9 kilograms of vegetables. Well, if they were from a ecological good source, then I would maybe prefer the vegetables. But now the quality of vegetables is not what I like. in the shop, right? So just for you to understand that we produce all of it, but the most important thing, the number one, is omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. Without fixing that, everything else might give you still not the best results. And that would disappoint most of the people when they start doing many things without fixing this. And in the end, they are disappointed, and in many cases they stop doing anything at all for their health, which is very sad. Okay, so now about the competitive advantage and potential. 500 million doses of omega-3 are sold and consumed every day. Not working. They did not, they failed the balance test, right? So this is something that we can, those people are already spending the money, but are not getting the result. So they spend the money, they don't get the result, they will get the consequences, bad consequences to their health. This is not what they want. What they want is to pay the money and get the value. They want to get rid of those consequences, and they want to feel healthy. So this is what we can do. And the first thing what we should do is test-based nutrition. It's not a guess-based. It's not where they guess and take something and just believe that it works. It's a test-based. So now, for the business to be very successful, in our business, we sell 70% of the whole turnover is balance products. So this is the most important one. And why are we so successful? Because we are solving a very clear problem: is omega-3 deficit, omega-6, omega-3 ratio. And that problem is everyone should be interested. 8 billion people should be interested in that, because their ratios most probably are bad. Now it's measurable in independent laboratory. That's really cool, because then you can measure where they are, and you can measure how the competitors work and how we work, right? Now, consequences of ignoring this: multiple adverse health consequences. So it's not good to ignore. Competitor products. Well, blood test shows that their effects are insufficient, and most of the products are more expensive. So this is no reason for a customer to buy them, right? So we have 100% effective product, and the company is NASDAQ registered, so it's in a share market. So we are controlled, and we are 100% legal, legitimate. That's a very reliable enterprise, and I'm buying stock every sometimes every week, sometimes every month, but I want to have as much as I can buy of this company. It's a big future. So now we have a successful system and strategy to expand. We are expanding 1.5, 1.6, 1.4 times per year. This is like crazy for a big company. It's crazy. It's like 1.5 times, almost doubling the company in a year. Now, and the income is passive. So residual would be the best term to explain, because you create, well, how to understand it. It's just like electricity wires. It's not very easy to um, to supply some home with electricity, cable. But when it's there, everything is automatic. So that the meter is calculating how much they consumed, and the invoices are written, and they are paid, and it goes automatic. That's the same with us. So Zinzino is the company that does everything except expanding. So what I do, what I invite you to do, is to expand the company. And all of the customers that are going to be expanded with you together, that turnover would give you income for the rest of your life, if they are going to be consuming for the rest of their lives. And they should be consuming for the rest of their lives, because this is a food product. That's something that if we are testing them and the scores are bad, means that they themselves couldn't fix the problem, although they were trying to eat healthy and they tried many things. If they include our products into their diets and we measure in half a year and we see that now the ratios is normal, that means that with our products, they are balanced. If they stop using the products, they would return back to where they were. So this is a everyday product. That's food basically. So we are a food store, just a very specific one, the one that is lacking in the other stores, right? So when is the best time to start? It's now. It's actually yesterday. So now let me show you how to build the business. That's also important. Well, we are building all over places. Now, where do the money come from, right? Because it's important. We are just like any other manufacturer. We manufacture the products, and we have consumers. So it's those are the same. We are just like Amazon. We don't use the wholesalers, retailers, and all those levels of and businesses that would take their part of the income. What we do, we ship directly from a manufacturing plant to the logistic terminal, and then directly to the customer. So there is like 50% of turnover left. Just one second. I think my computer is getting stuck sometimes. Okay, it works. So 50% of the turnover is left that would be paid to wholesalers, retailers, and so on. So we just share that turnover on the partners. So it the one who created more value gets more of it. The one who created a little bit of value gets a little less. Okay? So how to start your business? Well, it's good to start with the blood tests. If you have some blood tests, you can do a blood test to yourself, maybe to your friend, to some other friends. Without tests, it's a bit challenging to start, right? And with products, it is better if you start taking the product yourself, if you're sharing it. So you go, you walk the talk. So you do yourself what you're offering others. And we have this amazing, incredible offer. For 1,000 euros, you could buy a box that contains 10 blood tests and 20 bottles of balance oil. That would be with your weight. I think it would be like for maybe 10 or more months. But if you share with friends, and so maybe it's going to be for half a year or something, right? And what's the best about it is that you can get all the money back if you do some things in 1 year. So if in 1 year you collect 25 subscription customers, subscription products actually. So if one customer like me, I'm a customer that is buying 10 subscription products. I'm buying 3 bottles of balance oil. I'm buying 2 boxes of Extend, of those vegetable capsules. I'm buying 2 cans of fiber, and I'm buying some coffee and some skin serum. So I'm like 10 products. So if you find 3 guys like me, or even 2 like me and yourself, so it's already 25. And then you get your 1,000 euros back. That's an option, right? It's optional. Now we pay a little bit of, we call it office fee. So for the IT system and everything that it would work for us, right? So it's like 65, 70 euros. It depends on what product you choose. And there are apps that work for you. And the best about this, that you can pay it, but you can organize it so you don't have to pay it, but you still receive the product, and the system is calculating as if you paid it. This is called Zinzino for free. So if four customers generate four times more turnover than your product or your kit that you are willing to have for free, then your kit is for free. So any customer can use this loyalty system and any partner. So you can be getting your office fee paid by your customers, as so to say, and you can get more and more free products. I'm getting like 12 or more free products every month. Now, then you can start part time. You can work from home, as I do right now, and you can work with whoever you want to work. So we can work with India already, right? Or with someone in UK or anywhere, and we can create residual income for you, and it travels with you. So you travel to another country, but your income stays with you. That's amazing, right? So you can be creating it for the rest of your life and getting paid for the rest of your life. So basically, it's how many products are sold every month and consumed, of course, right? Because the consuming of the products is the value. So you are going two directions. The first, the end result is more and more products, but the ways are two, and one is just a temporary way, is a personal customers. So you can collect 20, 30, 40 products to your personal customers. But then you start stagnating because you don't want to go and knock the doors and so on. So what you do next is you find some partners, and I find more and more partners, and they copy paste the system. So they collect customers and partners. And that's a team effort that we get more and more customers worldwide. So so the first is don't change, just share products, share the business, and that's it. Now, for every product that your personal customers buy, every month you get from 0 to 15 euros. That's amazing, right? So from every product, it depends on how many of those products they buy. If it's just four, you get one product for free. It's like 40 euros of value. If you have 25 solved, it's called 18. You get three four products for free and 1,800 euros per year, which is also cool. That could be one trip to Dubai, let's say for a month maybe, if you're alone. So if you have 50 or 100 or more, there's more and more income, right? But that's not the end goal. The end goal is here. You start as a partner, you get 4, 10 maybe products, let's say it's a couple of weeks, and you go to the second task to get some partners and that they get some customers, right? So if every partner here, let's say there are 5 partners here, right? 1 and 4 more, and everybody got 10 customers each. So it's 50 customers already, 50 products, right? So this is called silver. Now, 4 silvers in a team would be 200 products, right? And if you have 4 silvers in your team, you are executive and you are paid like 700 euros every month. So this is a small income, but that's a good to start with, right? The next thing what we do is just the same as you did. You help the new beginners to become silvers. So your silvers become executives, right? So when they become executives, you have 4 executives. It's 750 products sold every month, 4,000 euros per month of income. That is something that sounds delicious, right? And this is something that some people reach in 2, 3 months. Some people reach in half a year. Some people reach in 5 years or 3 years. Nevertheless, it's still better than probably working 40 years in an employment work and getting pension that is like 400 euros or something, if it's going to happen at all in the future. So, and this is traveling with you income. So you just create it all over places, and it travels with you. So it's cool. Next title is crown. When you have 4 diamonds, it's 12,000 euros per month, and that's actually just the beginning. If you can see, crown is not even in the middle uh, of the the titles. So my title today is ambassador, and I have 43,000 products sold per month with my team. And I have people working with me in the team all over places, maybe 40 countries. So this is what I'm inviting you to start with us. And I see I have 1 minute left for this session. So maybe uh, this session will end, and we can start another session and just talk a bit about that, right? So let's do that with the same codes.
Mhm.
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for those who are watching the video, and I talk to you later, and we are joining another session. Okay. Okay.